You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Onyechi Evangeline Choma, and in today's tutorials we'll be learning how to make a palazzo pant. So I have some of my measurements already drafted out. So this is my waistline. You can go ahead and measure your client from the waist to the hip. It's usually between 8 to 10 inches for adults. Then you can go ahead and divide your hip measurements by 4. Whatsoever you get, you mark it as your crouch depth line. So that is what I did, and I have 10 here. Then you go ahead and insert your full length. Okay, I'm using full length of 40 because I want the palazzo to be very long. So after that, next thing to do is to divide your hip measurement by 4. So after dividing your hip measurement by 4, go ahead and insert the measurements both on the waistline and on the crouch line. Then once you are done with that, connect the 3 lines together. Once you are done with that, come in here by half an inch. Then take the measurement of your thigh divided by 2. Your thigh measurement should be divided by 2. So once you are done with that, connect the lines together. Your waist measurement divided by 4. Note that for the waist we divided by 4, for the hip we divided by 4, then for the thigh we divided by 2, and that is what we have here. Next thing you are going to do now is to get the green line, and to do that you will divide your crouch measurement, your crouch line, that's your thigh measurement, by 2 to get the midpoint. So once you get the midpoint of your crouch line, go ahead and extend the line. Then once you are done extending the line, connect it using a straight line all the way to the hem. So this is it. I've connected it down to the hem. So what I need to do now from the hem is that I need to take my hip measurements divided by 4. So my hip measurement divided by 4 is 10 inches. So I need to divide that 10 between these 2 lines. So I'm going to mark 5 inches on both sides. Then it now depends on how free you want your palazzo to be. So you can come in here by half an inch. If you want it very free, you can use your hip measurement and connect it all the way to the crouch line. So on this part, I'm going to make a little curve there to connect to this line. Just take a little curve, then connect it with a straight line. Make sure it's a bit curvy there because the human body is not that straight by the left side. Then from here, you can take a straight line to connect with the crouch line. Just like that. Then once you are done, remember to connect your hip curve. From here, you come in by 1 inch to avoid having bulge at the front area. So come in by 1 inch, then you connect to your hip line. Then go ahead and cut out what you have. So after drafting the front pattern, this is what I have. I went ahead to cut it, as you can see. Then I laid it on a fresh pattern paper to cut out the back panel. So this is what I have. I used sellotape to hold it so that I can cut it effectively. So next thing I'm going to do now is to extend this line by 1 inch on this side. Then extend this by 2 inches for allowance. So as you can see, I have extended this line by 1 inch, extended the crouch line by 1 inch. Then on this side, I measured 2 inches. I don't know if you can see it. So this is my 2 inches. Then I'm going to come down here by half an inch, just half an inch. Okay, then you can connect it together. So as soon as that is done, I'm going to come in here by 1 inch. You can come in by 1.5 or 2 inches, depending on how big your client is or the board is. Okay, so from this my front waistline, I'm going up by 2 inches, 1 inch for this side, and from this waistline 2 inches. But assuming it's on my natural waistline, which is here, you know, for the front panel I came down here by 1 inch, so naturally I'm supposed to add 1 more inch to it, but because I've already cut it out, I'm adding 2 inches to it. Okay, so I'm going to impute my waist measurement divided by 4, just like we did. My waist measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to kind of slant the line so as to meet this line. Okay, so I'm going to mark it, then I'm going to add extra 1 inch, 1 inch for ease. So as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to connect the lines together. So first thing first, I'm going to connect this waistline. Then after connecting the waistline, I'm going to, let me connect this one. So you can go ahead and, you know, make this place a bit curvy. Okay, so it's okay this way. Then for this other side, from here, just come in here by 2 inches, by 2 inches. Okay, then connect the line. So as soon as I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and mark 1 inch all the way down on this part of my fabric, and on this side of the fabric I'm going to mark 1 inch as well. So with a straight rule, I'm going to connect this side. So once I'm done with that, for this other side, I'm going to make a curve just like we did here. Make a slight curve. Then after which you can extend it using a straight ruler. So as soon as you're done, just go ahead and cut out your pattern. So this 1 inch you added here, you can use it for your dart in case you want to insert darts in your outfit. Then after that, you can just insert 1/2 inch for your seam. It just occurred to me that I will be needing a dart. Then after that, go ahead and connect the line. So this is me cutting out what I have there. So after cutting it, this is how it looks like.